Hello everyone and welcome to the Savage Report. I'm Andy Savage. The Charleston Farmers Market has won national recognition, being called one of the 10 best by Travel and Leisure, and even named the best outdoor event by the Charleston City paper. So why are some of the very people who have helped build this reputation being shown the door by organizers of the farmers market? It has to do with these forms being filled out by judges on each of the market vendors. If you do something they don't like, you're out. Our first guests learned the hard way. Jim and Linda Hardy run Coco's Donuts. Their stand is known by many market fans because they're fried donuts sprinkled with sugar that are made right before your very eyes. But when the market opens in April, you won't see Jim and Linda anymore. Jim, let's start with you. I can't tell you how disappointed members of my family are going to be, and a lot of other fans of yours down at the farmers market. How did you find out you were no longer welcome there?
They sent us a letter that said our product didn't meet their criteria.
And what's the criteria that those delicious donuts didn't meet?
I don't know. We have plenty of customers that, if we sell 200, 250 trays a Saturday, a day, how can that not meet their criteria?
You know, that's really the question I have. Why doesn't the market itself judge the people that should stay there? You got a tremendous business down there.
We have lines that you just ask the people the side of us that we block them, and they get mad with us because there's so many people, and people wait at least 30 minutes.
Well, I'm the patient one. My grandchildren are the impatient ones, and yeah, I know exactly what you mean. Linda, how long have you all been together? How long has Coco Donuts been in business?
Well, Coco was born in 1999 as a memorial to my father, who was dying with cancer, and hospice was so very, very good to him. So we wanted to give back to this wonderful organization.
The business has been here since '99. How long have you been at the market?
8 years.
And in that time period, has anybody ever complained about you? Has anybody ever been insulted by the customer relations that you have down there? Has anybody gotten sick from these donuts other than from eating too many?
Well, too many probably, but we have so many people that just love our donuts, and that's the only reason they go to the market, they tell us, you know. And they have their friends, Ohio, Michigan, Florida. We have a lot of people from Florida come by. They say, my cousin came by here last year. If you're ever in Charleston Market, stop by and get some of those delicious donuts.
Well, tell us more about the donuts themselves. You're mixing up right here. What are you mixing?
This is, I have to go by a timer, I'm sorry. Our mix, this is our mix. We mix 4 pounds of mix and 2 pounds of water, and it is put over in that machine, and it cooks it right there on the spot.
Fix it in the machine, fries it on each side, ejects it out, scoop it up, send it to the customer. Our dehecker kitchen is approved for anywhere in South Carolina.
And never have had a problem with sanitation or any other?
We have a 98 point, or right at 99 for our kitchen, DHEC approved. DHEC approved kitchen, anywhere in South Carolina we can operate.
And again, all the ingredients for the donuts are put together right on Marion Square.
Right on Marion Square.
DHEC inspects you whenever they want, and you've never had a problem.
Then we're inspected their DHEC here, South Carolina, you know, Charleston DHEC, and never have a problem.
You've been down there for 8 years, and no one's ever complained about where your home residence is. You're a little bit west of I-95. Has I-95 been moved?
No, sir, not to my knowledge.
Well, then why all of a sudden is that an issue?
They say before it was no problem. We had no problem. Whenever it would come at the end of the year, no problem for next year. Then this year they said, we don't want you anymore.
And they told you how? Did they send you a letter?
They wrote a letter saying that we did not meet their criteria. And 250 trays a Saturday, and they don't meet their criteria?
Yeah, it seems like a pretty popular spot for not meeting their criteria. And the criteria was that you just live in the wrong town?
Wrong, west of 95.
And did you ask them what you could do about that? That you had been grandfathered in all these many years?
They wouldn't say anything.
Strong following?
They just walk by and see our following.
Now, Linda, come on over here, if you will. You and Jim have made the farmers market what it is.
Well, I would like to say I'm sure we have contributed to it.
Well, you really have made it what it was. You've been there for 8 years.
For 8 years.
And you know, the national press has said the farmers market here in Charleston is one of the best in the nation.
I think it's #1.
And I think I took a look at the Condé Nast magazine that had the feature on the farmers market in Charleston. What do you think I found?
Only our donuts was pictured from the market.
The only vendor in the #1 place in the United States was Coco's Donuts.
That's right.
So how do you feel about that? The national press has rewarded you. Everybody's talking about you nationally, yet there's a small group of people in Charleston who say, you know, you're from the wrong town. We don't want you here anymore.
That's right. It's unbelievable. Rachel Ray is featured with the donuts.
She came through filming her $40 a day segment, and
so good enough for the national press, for Rachel Ray, for Condé Nast, but not good enough for this jury from Charleston. Tell me about these jurors. Did they interview you?
No.
Did they talk to you, Jim?
No, sir.
Did you know that they were there? Did you know they were coming?
We were told that, yes, we were told that the jurors was coming that day.
And did you do anything different that day than you do every other day when you're there?
No, sir. I know one gentleman that was a juror came by, and I was mixing my mix, and he said, "Oh, you make your mix fresh?" I said, "Yes, sir, I do." I said, "We make everything fresh right here."
Make it right on the spot.
He said, "I like that. I like that."
Well, have you asked for reconsideration? Have you reached out to your customers to ask them to help you petition the city to get back in?
Unfortunately, I do not have a base for my customers, and my daughter kept telling me for years, "Mama, you need a book. You need a book to keep track of your customers." Unfortunately, I don't. I know a lot of my customers by face. I don't know their names. I know all the children love Miss Coco, and I love them, and it just breaks my heart.
Linda, you know, I told you my grandchildren are your biggest fans, but we went out looking, and it was very easy to find one of your biggest fans. Listen to what he had to say.
John, you go to the farmers market. Tell us about your experience there and what you like.
Well, we've been going there about 8 years, and you know, I have 2 young kids. They love the jump castles, the food, love picking stuff up to cook for dinner that night.
And what about, you said there was one special treat there, the Coco's Donuts?
The kids love the donuts. I don't mind them myself. You know, that little contraption that makes the donuts, it's like a theme park in and of itself. And you know, they're always friendly. Donuts are hotter than can be. Taste awesome.
When you saw that Coco's was getting the boot, what was your reaction?
I was shocked. I mean, I haven't been to the farmers market when they haven't been there. So I've never had a problem with the service. He's always been friendly, treats the kids well, always gives them a treat. And you know, he's just been, overall, just always a pleasant experience whenever we go get the donuts there, which is why we go every time to his stand. Yeah, well, you know, it's like I said, I've been going for 8 years, and some of these people that I've read about that are getting the boot, you know, they're sort of who've always been there when I've been going, and they've helped build this farmers market into what it is today, which, I mean, it keeps getting better and better. I can understand this jury system wanting to make it even better, but it seems like you're penalizing the people that have brought you where you are.
What will this do to you as a family business and trying to survive this tough economy? How much of an economic impact is it going to be on you?
Very much of an impact. We rely on this for our living.
And Jim, you just don't go down there and show up. You pay for a city business license.
Oh, absolutely.
Absolutely.
And you pay every week a rental space.
And what we donate to hospice is, does anybody else donate to hospice? We do $1,500 a year to hospice. We have a product that will sell itself. All you gotta do is taste it. You can see people's face when they take a donut and the face like, "Oh my God, I gotta have some of that." Give them a tray of it.
Well, Jim and Linda Hardy with Coco's Donuts, we're going to miss you next year. It's a huge loss for the city market. I hope they realize the mistake that they've made. And I know a lot of your fans are going to miss you.
Yeah.
Jim, best of luck.
Yes.
Thank you.
And we'll
Thank you
come
so
back.
much.
Another vendor joins us who has also been given the boot. You're watching the Savage Report on Comcast C2, where we're all local all the time.